Hope you're doing well. This is the third episode where we read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Now, if you're new here, what we do is basically we just read some quotes and we talk about it, we share our thoughts about it. I talk about some stuff, my ideas, and you can also share your thoughts in the comments. So that's basically it. So let's just get to the first quote, which is from Book 5, and it says this: "Things of themselves cannot touch the soul at all. They have no entry to the soul and cannot turn or move it. The soul alone turns and moves itself, making all externals presented to it cohere with the judgments it thinks worthy of itself." Now, I think that the main idea here is that nothing external can make you happy or unhappy or feel any certain way. How you feel, your mood, is only dependent on your internal state. It's only dependent on your thoughts, on your beliefs, your judgment, the labels that you put on things, your behavior, your actions. It's only dependent on those, and not at all on the external situation that surrounds you. This is why it's important how we respond to a certain kind of situation. Because, for example, someone can say something. It could be whatever. And we can react to it two different ways. We might get hurt. We might feel offended. Or we might look at it as a funny thing. We might laugh at it. At both ways we look at it, it's correct. It's not like one is truth and the other is false. They can both be correct at the same time. It only depends on how you react to it, how you respond to that situation. So basically, you create your own reality. Let me give you another example. Let's say that you're stuck in traffic. Now, what will you do? Well, you can either get frustrated, impatient, angry, or sad even, but you can also just practice patience. Be patient knowing that you can't do anything about it. Or think that finally you have some time for yourself to think, to relax, to just sit there. Or you can just watch the other cars and the sky, bathe in the beauty of everything. Can you see how much ways you can respond to a situation? This tells us that the situation itself, that you're stuck in traffic, has nothing to do with how you feel about it. That is only dependent on you, on your judgments about that situation, how you respond to that situation, your beliefs, your thoughts, everything like that, all your internal state. That is what dictates how you will feel about the situation. It's not the other way around. The situation there's not like a direct correlation between traffic and you feeling impatient and bad and frustrated. It's the other way around. Traffic has nothing to do with it. You feel frustrated because you react that way. As Marcus said in his book, nothing can touch the soul. It's only the soul that turns itself. It's only you that is making yourself frustrated, angry, happy, everything like that. It's all internal. Well, let me give you another example. Let's say that someone made you angry. He did something and now you're really angry. He dropped your favorite cup and it broke. Now here, the fact that that guy broke your cup accidentally, that is not why you're angry. I mean, that is why you're angry. But truly, you're angry because that's how you chose to respond to that situation. There is no direct correlation between the guy dropping your cup and you feeling angry. It's how you choose to respond to that situation. And you can choose to react in another way. You can have a laugh at it or forgive the guy. You can ask yourself, why were you so attached to that cup that it made you so angry? I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I hope that you can understand it. It's all internal. How you respond to something, that's what matters. Or another great example is that it's raining outside. One person can react to the rain by becoming sad or frustrated. And another can become happy that it's raining and feel joy because it's raining, like get excited about it. The rain has nothing to do with how they feel. It's all about their internal state. For another example, we haven't talked about beliefs yet. Let's say that two students get a bad grade. Now, the first student can think that, let's say that it was in math, that I'm awful at mathematics and I cannot improve at mathematics. I'm just bad at it. It's genetics. I was born this way. I have nothing to do about it. I'm just bad at maths. Like, no matter how much exercises I do, I'm not gonna get much better. And let's say that there's another guy that thinks that he can improve at any skill that he puts himself to. Like, he can improve in any skill, even in mathematics. And that failure is an essential part of improving. Now, how will these two guys react to getting a bad grade? Well, the guy that thinks that he cannot improve, he will be like unmotivated. Like, he will feel sad about it. Like, he probably won't even do that much exercise because he thinks that he's just bad at math and he can't do anything about it. Now, the other guy, he might even get motivated because he got a bad grade. Because that means that he still got a lot to learn and that he can still improve. Like, maybe this was a bad example, but the point is that two different beliefs can shape how you react, how you respond to a situation. So when you get angry, frustrated, or sad about something, ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What made me feel this way? What kind of thoughts or judgments or beliefs do I have about this? Or what kind of expectations do I have? We haven't talked about this, but this is also very a powerful thing, your expectations. Because if you have high or unrealistic expectations, you will feel like shit because most of the time you won't be able to reach them. But if you have low expectations, you'll be happy. It's that simple. If you have low desires, low expectations. Like, or you can ask yourself, how should I change these beliefs, these thoughts, these labels, these expectations? Is there another belief that could serve me better? Because the thing is that whatever you're believing right now, it's not 100% true. No, there's not a belief that is the truth, that it's 100% truth. It can be applied to any situation, no matter what. It doesn't exist. And there are many reasons. Like, one of them is just subjectivity, that everyone thinks and reacts to things in a different way and interprets things in a different way. So no belief is 100% true. So this is a great thing because you can just choose what you believe in, what your beliefs are. Choose a belief that serves you more. For example, like the belief that you can get better at any skill can serve you a lot better than thinking that you're just bad at mathematics and you can't improve at mathematics. Change your beliefs to whatever serves you better, serves you more. Change your beliefs, for example, into that whatever happens, you'll get through it. Or that you can do anything that you put your focus to and your attention to. So analyze and scrutinize your desires, your expectations, your judgments, your thoughts about things, your actions, how you respond to a thing. And don't be afraid to change your beliefs to one that serves you more. So that's it for the first quote. You can leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm very interested what you think about this. And yeah, you can leave your thoughts in the comments. And now let's go to the second quote. So the second quote reads like this. Reflect often on the speed with which all things in being or coming into being are carried past and swept away. Existence is like a river in a ceaseless flow. Its actions, a constant succession of change. Its causes, innumerable in their variety. Scarcely anything stands still, even what is most immediate. Reflect too on the yawning gulf of past and future time, in which all things vanish. So in all this, it must be folly for anyone to be puffed with ambition, to wrecked in struggle, or indignant at his lot, as if this was anything lasting or likely to trouble him for long. You can tell me in the comments, what does this yawning gulf of past and future time, what does he mean about it? Because I don't really understand that. So you can tell me in the comments if you know that. I think that the main idea here is that, of course, everything is changing. Everything is in a constant change. Everything around you is constantly changing. You are always changing, like the cells in your body, your thoughts, your beliefs, what you do. Everything is in a constant change, in a constant flux. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing stands still. It all goes away and new comes in its way. So my idea here is that you should not resist the change. Don't resist it. Don't fight back, because it's natural. You can't do anything about it, because you are also changing. Everything's also changing. It's just natural. I really like this analogy that also Marcus wrote here, that don't swim against the river. Like this flow of life and of reality as a river flowing, and you flowing with it, being the river also, flowing with the river. And don't try to swim against the river. Swim with it. Because it's completely useless to swim against the river. Because either way, it will take you with it. Like if you swim against a strong current, you will drown. So that's it. Now, what this really means, don't swim against the river. Well, first, it's acknowledging what can be changed and what cannot be changed. And if what cannot be changed, there's no point on worrying or focusing too much on that. Maybe you can do something about the thing that can be changed. Maybe you can swim with the river, to the left, to the right. But what cannot be changed, there's no point in worrying about that. Another thing is that accepting the past and this moment, and even the future. Just accepting this moment and your past as it is. At first your past, knowing that there's nothing that you can do about it, and that it doesn't exist. That the past doesn't exist, it doesn't exist. It's gone. It only lives on in your memories, and that's it. There's only this present moment. So accepting this present moment and accepting the past you, who you were, which also doesn't exist. There's only who you are right now. That is who you are. And accepting that. I really like the idea, I think Alan Watts said this, that you don't have to be the person that you were 5 minutes ago. You're under no obligation to be the person that you were 5 minutes ago, yesterday. You can change any moment. I really like that idea. So don't swim against the river. Accept the situation as it is. Don't fight back at it. Don't wish for a better future. Don't wish for a better moment. Always looking towards tomorrow. But just sit here and accept this moment as it is, knowing that you cannot escape it. Because this moment is all that there is. There's nothing outside of this moment. And another idea of not swimming against the river is not forcing, not getting in the way of things, or the way how things are unfolding, not getting in the way and trying to force something. For example, if you try to force a lock and just really hard open that lock, your key is going to break. But if you just wiggle it and not force it at all, it will open the door. So this means, for example, that making decisions at the right moment and not rushing into them and forcing them and acting prematurely. Don't try to force things, get in the way of things, and just go with the flow. Don't get in the way of things. Now, to be honest, I still don't quite understand this non-action, this not forcing. So you can tell me in the comments, like, what do you think? If you know more about this, if you have more experience with this, you can tell me in the comments. I'm actually very interested. Now, knowing that everything is passing, everything is changing, and nothing lasts forever, Marcus Aurelius reminds us in this quote just how foolish it is to be overly ambitious or to be angry at what life threw at you, at your situation, or to be anxious or to worry about something. Because all of these things will last. Even the worst storms will pass. Your best moments will pass. You will die. You will also pass. You will get carried away by the river. So he just reminds us just how foolish these things are. So reflect on this idea that everything changes. Everything is passing. Everything is in a constant flux. And that there is only this present moment. Because we live too much in the future, in the past. We're thinking too much about it. And not really living here right now. For example, let me just ask you, is it a problem that you got to go to school or go to work on Monday? Or is it a problem that you have to do some work later? Is that the problem? Now let's say that you would just woke up and instantly you just think about how much work that you gotta do later, that you gotta go to school, that you gotta do all of this hard stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you start feeling bad, you start feeling unmotivated, everything. While you're just laying in bed. Like, do you understand? Like, you're there laying in bed, and your thoughts about the future, which doesn't exist, are making your present moment worse. But if you really think about it, in this present moment, there are no problems. You're just laying in bed. It's your thoughts that are tainting or dying this present moment with pain, with suffering, with frustration. If you just live in this present moment, there are no problems. Of course, that's easier said than done. Now, as a finishing quote, I really like it. This is one of my favorite quotes. It says that no more roundabout discussions of what makes a good man. Be one. It's just so simple and just so true. No more discussions about what a good man is like. Oh, a good man does this, he does these habits, he does that, this, he thinks about this, he does this in his work. Just shut up and be a good man. That's simple. Don't discuss it all day long. Instead, be one. Lead by example. Show to others and to yourself that you follow through with your word, that you stay true to your word about the things that you say, what a good man is like. Well, do you actually practice that? Like, do you actually do that? Do you follow through with your word? Or are you actually a good man? Or you're just talking about it? Don't just talk to talk, but walk to walk. Like, if you would follow your own advice, and you actually did those, imagine how far you would get, because most of the time, you know what you gotta do. If you just follow your own advice, you get so far that, to be honest, you don't need these videos. I mean, yeah, they can help, not gonna lie, they are nice. But most of the time, 80, 70% of the time, you know what you gotta do. You just got to follow your own advice. So thank you for being here, thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments. I mean, I don't want this just to be like me preaching here. I want this to be a discussion so that we can like communicate, we can share our thoughts. So you can tell me in the comments if all of the things that I said are just complete bullshit, or you can tell me your ideas. I'm very interested in reading them. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're interested, I'm doing free one-on-one calls. You can send me an email and ask me any questions, any advice that you want to hear from me. So you can send me an email if you want. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. All love towards you. Have a great day and goodbye.